Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This is Too Cute for Cancer, and my name is Jody. Wow, it's been a while since I've been here. I had been on vacation, and I was fully intending to bring you guys along and show you my vacation, introduce you to my grandchildren, but that did not go as planned. I'm starting to realize that having cancer and doing the things that I normally do never goes as planned. So I'm gonna kind of tell you about that. I was so excited. I hadn't seen my grandchildren in 6 months, and if you know anything about me, 6 months without my grandbabies and my son and daughter-in-law is a long time. So I was all excited. The week before, I'd had a really good week. I packed my bags, I went to the doctor, I got my pain meds ready to go, I got my nausea medicine ready to go, I've got my letter and, you know, all thumbs up, ready to fly. My husband arranged for a wheelchair at each point to take me from point A to point B, so I wouldn't have to try to, you know, make the layovers and such. And I had my food laid out, you name it. I was the most prepared cancer patient, ready to fly, ready to go that you can imagine, okay? And I was excited. The night before, I couldn't sleep. I was just like, ah, I get to go see my babies, ah. Okay, so we get on the plane, everything seems to be going well. I keep my mask up, you know, because my immune system is low, so I'm trying to stay away from sick people. The airlines, Alaska Airlines was awesome. Kudos to you guys. They had the wheelchair there. They kept me away from everybody that could possibly be sick. It was, you guys just rock. Kudos. Anyway, so we get on the plane. It is hard. I'm in pain, but I'm okay, you know. We get off, we arrive to our destination, we put our stuff away at the hotel, and I'm starting to feel just a tiny bit of a headache. And I thought, okay, well, after being on the plane and everything, you know, and all day, whatever, I'll feel better after I eat. So we meet the kids, hug, kisses, everything's wonderful. And then we go to eat, and I start to eat, and all of a sudden the nausea just is overwhelming. And I'm thinking, maybe it's because I'm eating food that I normally don't eat, you know, I'm trying to play it all in my head, and I thought I'm just really tired, and that happens sometimes when I'm really tired, I get nauseous. Anyway, by the end of the meal, I had this severe headache. I mean, like, unbelievable. We barely made it back to the hotel room, and I was puking my guts out. So that started our first night out. From that point on until the day we left, 5 days later, I was stuck in bed. I had hot rags on my head. My husband was getting very concerned. He was thinking about taking me into the hospital. I couldn't sit up. I was getting dehydrated. The pain in my body was starting to get just like unbelievable. So, and the pain medicine wasn't working, nausea medicine wasn't working, nothing was working. And then of course my emotions were raw because I wanted to be out doing all the fun things that we had planned on vacation, right? Not laying in bed with hot rags on my head. So it was heartbreaking, really. I felt like I was being just completely robbed. Like cancer was taking something so precious from me. So, after that, we get home, and it was a rough flight. I get home, and I get to bed, and I'm just out. By 2 days in bed, I'm starting to feel back to, not myself, but better. On Monday, I'm supposed to get my root canal. Well, I was too sick to do that. And I didn't think it was a really good idea, so we 86'd that. Tuesday, I was supposed to, well, I went in for my first trial, the trial medication that I've been so excited about doing. And let me just clarify, this trial, I had asked before and talked to many of my doctors, all of my doctors, all of the nurses, everything. I said, what are the side effects? What can I expect? And they told me nothing. The side effects are nothing. Maybe a little bit of a flu-like, feeling. It's nothing. You'll be up and running in a day. It's not even a big deal. So I'm like all excited. I'm like ready to go. After the treatment, I felt pretty good. My husband and I went out for my after treatment meal, which is always pancakes. If you know me, pancakes is the only thing that I ever eat after a meal because it's something that I never ever eat normally. So anyway, I have the pancakes, sugar-free. I had some fruit instead of syrup on it and everything. And then I got back home and I started running a fever. Well, then my husband said, well, the nurse did say you might run a mild fever and you might start feeling some flu-like symptoms. And I'm like, okay, fine, take some Advil, no problem. Within the hour, all of a sudden, I was like shaking and shivering and nauseous and the worst bone pain I have ever felt in my entire life. My chest was hurting. It felt like there were spasms. And the doctor later told me that because I've had a lot of surgery in this area, that my muscles have been cut and the spasms, they were spasming and it wasn't good. So I had muscle spasms, bones felt like they were literally being crushed. I was screaming, I was crying in pain, and morphine didn't do it. No amount of pain medication would touch this. Okay, that was 4 straight days of that. Finally, we get in contact with the oncologist, and they said, well, yeah, the symptoms, the side effects to this are pretty severe. And my husband and I were like, wait a minute. Before this, when we were being interviewed, when we interviewed to do the trial, when we decided to do the trial, we decided to do this trial because you said that it was mild, it was building our body up, it wasn't tearing it down, it was nothing like chemo. Well, guess what? It wasn't like chemo, it was worse than chemo. So I felt betrayed by my doctors, I felt angry, I just felt like there's nothing, I can't trust anybody. That's the way I've been feeling. It's just, it was horrible. So, fast forward now what happens? Today I talked to my oncologist and she said, I have 12 more of these to go. And I was like, hell no. I would rather die right here, right now, than do that again. And she's like, well, really, it's gonna build your bones up. It's gonna make you're strengthening your bones, which heals your immune, helps your immune system and prevents breaking. And I'm like, I don't care. You can break all the bones in my body. I ain't doing that treatment again. So what I've done, I've fired all my medical team. Yes, I have. I have been like, you know what? I don't trust you guys. I can't trust anything that you guys tell me. So I am now doing my own thing. I went online and I got a juicer. I got an Omega NC 900 something or another, one of those really good juicers. Anyway, one of the top of the line twin gear slow masticating juicers. And I'm going to juice. I'm going to purify. I'm going to get all the sugar and all the crap and all the medication out of my body, and I'm going to do it my way. And I have no idea what that means, but it's going to be my way. And if I do take a medication from the doctor, I want real life people that have done it, and I want them to tell me that this is what's going to happen, because I no longer have any faith in my medical team any longer. So there you have it. So what comes next for me is we're going to start juicing, and I have got all these books out that I have been reading. Actually, Hold on. Taylor, can you hand me the books that are on there? Yeah. Perfect. I got all the books that I did when I first found out that I had cancer, and the first time when I decided to stop chemo when it got so much and my body was getting too sick and I thought I was going to die from it, they offered me hospice, so I did this. I bought these books. Chris Carr. Which one just, Crazy Sexy Diet. Okay, this is all by Chris Carr. She has had cancer for, I think it's 12 years now, stage 4 cancer. And her cancer is inoperable, and there is nothing she can do but watch and wait. So she took that and she started her own revolution. She started finding out what was going to strengthen her body and how she could fight cancer on her own. So anyway, I have read everything that this woman has. She's got this great website if anybody wants to go to chriscarr.com. She's all over the place. Anyway, so I got my books, I got my recipes, my juicing, everything, all vegan, by the way, all plant-based, no animal, because animal protein feeds cancer. We know this, it is a fact. So no more animal. The 21-day cleanse is a diet that she kind of starts everybody out on, but since I haven't been eating animal, since I'm a vegetarian already, I'm not going to do this. I'm just jumping in straight with pure vegan. And one of the things that she suggests, and many people suggest, with juicing, green juicing, not fruit juicing, because fruit juicing is sugar, and sugar, as we know, feeds cancer cells, and we do not want that. So this is feeding the healthy cells. So it's like, okay, for example, you know how when you're growing up and your mama says, eat your greens, eat your broccoli, whatever, and you have like, you know, maybe a little bit of this and you kind of gag it down and use some mashed potatoes to get it down and stuff. Okay, well, that little bit of greens probably didn't do you much good, but it puts you in the habit of learning to eat your greens. All right, well, to do any good in the cancer world, you have to eat a lot of greens. And it is just like if you had to eat this much greens, you'd be eating all day, and then your body, your chewing, your digestive system would take so much work to get that down. Half the nutrients, it would be wasted. So with juicing, what it does is you take this much kale and greens and cucumber and all the healing antioxidant veggies, and you juice it down to where there's no pulp, nothing. It's just pure energy, pure medicine. It's your medicine. You drink it, it takes no energy to guzzle juice down. It's done, it's boom, you got it. And it starts working on your body. So you flood your system with green juice, maybe 1 fruit to 3 greens. And there's a million different juices in her cookbook that are just, I mean, they're just amazing. And look at some of the foods you can eat. Hello, holla. I will not be suffering at all. So that's what I'm doing. I am stopping all Western medicine. I'm weaning myself off of any kind of medicine that the doctor has given me. And yes, I do know that you're not supposed to do that. I have talked to my physician, and I do not recommend that any of you all do this. Don't do anything without talking to your doctor. This is for me. This is what I am doing. This is my choice after a long, hard, excruciating battle. Okay? So next week I will introduce you to my juicing, and I will let you know how I'm doing. All right? And we're gonna watch I'm getting my labs done tomorrow and my CAT scans done tomorrow. So we will have a clear picture of how this works, you know, what it does to my body. All right? Okay, you guys, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm puffy. Oh, Bentley. Bentley's upset. I don't know what happened, but he hurt himself. Poor baby. All right, you guys stay good. I love you all, and I'm so sorry that this video is so frustrating and so all over the place, but it's what I wanted to say, and I just wanted to be straightforward with y'all. So, I will see you next time at Too Cute for Cancer. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and ring that bell. Remember, ring my bell, ring my bell, ooh, ooh. I will stop singing if you ring the bell. All right, you guys, take care. Bye.